In the words of one of the greatest philosophers of all time, Aristotle, he said, "Quality is not an act, it is a habit." Significantly, his statement is something to be pondered upon as we venture into submitting several of our programs for accreditation by the Accrediting Agency of Chartered Colleges and Universities in the Philippines. Desirous, therefore, to undergo this collegial process of quality assurance, we at the Ilocos Polytechnic State College, Tagudin Campus, welcome our esteemed accreditors from various institutions of higher learning to assess and evaluate our programs so that in turn our services and operation will improve for the benefit of our stakeholders, especially our students. Without much ado, may I humbly present the local accreditation task force of Ilocos Polytechnic State College, Tagudin Campus. AACUP Accreditation Level 3 Phase 1 Revisit, Bachelor of Arts in Social Sciences. Area 1, Vision, Mission, Goals, and Objectives. Chairman, Mrs. Femery M. Capistrano. Members, Ms. Marjorie Pendaden, Ms. Jonaline Eustaquio. Area 2, Faculty. Chairman, Dr. James Oyando. Members, Mrs. Mirna Valdez, Ms. Delilah Lagarteja, Mr. Jonathan Bana. Area 3, Curriculum and Instruction. Chairman, Dr. Ernest Padiwan. Members, Mr. Alvin Camas, Mr. Jonathan Banang, Mr. CJ Villanueva, Ms. Laida Lupadin. Area 4, Support to Students. Chairman, Mrs. Joy Bea. Members, Mr. Carlben Dominic Bea, Mrs. Mary Jane Haramilla, Mrs. Juliet Paulo. Area 5, Research. Chairman, Mr. Alvin Camas. Members, Mr. Dennis Milyare, Engineer Jacqueline Gumalawi, Dr. James Oyando, Mrs. Marie Chris Naynay, Mr. CJ Villanueva, Mr. Denny Gumintong. Area 7, Library. Chairman, Mr. Edward Buase. Member, Ms. Norilyn Kian. Area 8, Physical Plant and Facilities. Chairman, Mrs. Maria Denislou Aguilan. Co-Chairman, Engineer Emily Vizcara. Members, Mr. Daniel De La Cruz, Mr. Jimmar De Los Reyes, Ms. Mary Jane Tibol, Ms. Juliet Paulo. Area 9, Laboratories. Chairman, Ms. Gemaline Tenok. Co-Chairman, Dr. Shirley Palma. Member, Ms. Genevieve Fernandez. AACUP Accreditation Level 3 Phase 1 Revisit, Bachelor of Arts in Mathematics. Area 1, Vision, Mission, Goals, and Objectives. Chairman, Mrs. Olga Tresmanyo. Members, Ms. Marjorie Pendaden, Dr. Gemma Sumera, Ms. Jonaline Eustaquio, Mrs. Angelica Lapitan, Ms. Darcy Nero Sabandal, Mr. Lester Fajardo. Area 3, Curriculum and Instruction. Chairman, Mr. Eugene Gabriel. Members, Dr. Ernest Padiwan, Mrs. Joanne Pablo, Mrs. Angelica Lapitan, Mr. RJ Dumisio. Area 4, Support to Students. Chairman, Mrs. Maureen Santa Ana. Members, Mrs. Rosemary Pascua, Mrs. Joy Bea, Mr. Carl Ben Bea, Dr. William Pedro, Mr. Romel De Vera, Mrs. Karen Joy Ingoy, Mrs. Vilmarie Harjulin. Area 5, Research. Chairman, Engineer Jacqueline Gumalawi. Members, Mr. Dennis Milyare, Mr. Alvin Camas, Mr. CJ Villanueva, Mrs. Jeline Baging, Mr. Denny Gumintong. Area 6, Extension and Community Involvement. Chairman, Dr. Agnes Torres. Members, Mr. Romel Merin, Mrs. Jimnali Limos. Area 7, Library. Chairman, Mr. Edward Buasen. Member, Ms. Norilyn Kial. Area 8, Physical Plant and Facilities. Chairman, Engineer Emily Vizcara. Members, Mr. Daniel de la Cruz, Mr. Jimmar de los Reyes, Mrs. Maria Denislu Aguilan, Mrs. Mary Jane Hipol, Mrs. Rhoda Villamor, Mr. June Lester Labitoria. Area 9, Laboratories. Chairman, Dr. Shirley Palma. Co-Chairman, Ms. Gemaline Tenok. Member, Ms. Genevieve Fernandez. AACUP Accreditation Level 1, Master of Arts in Education. Area 1, Vision, Mission, Goals, and Objectives. Chairman, Dr. Gemma Sumera. Co-Chairman, Ms. Marjorie Pendaden. Member, Mrs. Jeline Baging. Area 2, Faculty. Chairman, Dr. Tessie de la Cruz. Members, Ms. Darcy Nero Sabandal, Mr. Junray Calibuso, Mr. J.R. Lasaga, Mrs. Maria J.Lyn Concepcion. Area 3, Curriculum and Instruction. Chairman, Dr. Imelda Binayan. Members, Ms. Jeneline Bulatao, Ms. Karen Lorente, Mr. Junray Calibuso, Mrs. Maria Lauren Laguardia. Area 4, Support to Students. Chairman, Dr. Esmeralda A. Burton. Members, Mr. Junray Calibuso, Ms. Rafael Banyes. Area 5, Research. Chairman, Mr. Larry Mostoles. Co-Chairman, Mr. Lito Binayan. Members, Mr. Lester Fajardo, Mrs. Karen Joy Ingoy. Area 6, Extension and Community Involvement. Chairman, Dr. Agnes Torres. Members, Mr. Romel Melin, Mrs. Jimnali Limos. Area 7, Library. Chairman, Mr. Edward Buasen. Member, Ms. Norilyn Kian. Area 8, Physical Plant and Facilities. Chairman, Mr. Joey Bolinas. Co-Chairman, Engineer Jacqueline Gumalawi. Member, Mr. Daniel de la Cruz. Area 9, Laboratories. Chairman, Dr. Shirley Palma. Co-Chairman, Ms. Genevieve Tenok. Member, Ms. Genevieve Fernandez. Area 10, Administration. Chairman, Mrs. Maria Ana Ilagan. Member, Mrs. Claire Antoinette Santisteban. AACUP Accreditation Level 1, Bachelor of Science in Entrepreneurship. Area 1, Vision, Mission, Goals, and Objectives. Chairman, Ms. Mary Rose Abanis. Co-Chairman, Mr. Eduardo Garcia Jr. Area 2, Faculty. Chairman, Mr. Ronald Oligario. Co-Chairman, Mrs. Mirna Valdez. Member, Ms. Michelle Sunyo. Area 3, Curriculum and Instruction. Chairman, Dr. Dominador Aison Jr. Co-Chairman, Dr. Shirley Palma. Member, Ms. Dizzy Dayan Quintay. Area 4, Support to Students. Chairman, Mrs. Rosemary Pasqua. Member, Mrs. Karen Joy Ingoy. Area 5, Research. Chairman, Mr. Carlo Ian Manalansan. Co-Chairman, Dr. Cheryl Morata. Member, Dr. Dominador Aison Jr. Area 6, Extension and Community Involvement. Chairman, Mr. Felix Del Rosario. Members, Mr. June Lester Labitoria, Ms. Rhea Cortez, Mr. J.D. Agustin Realizo. Area 7, Library. Chairman, Mr. Edward Buasen. Member, Ms. Norilyn Kian. Area 8, Physical Plant and Facilities. Chairman, Mr. Jimmar de los Reyes. Members, Engineer Emily Vizcara, Mr. Jason Toledo. Area 9, Laboratories. Chairman, Ms. Gemaline Teno. Co-Chairman, Dr. Shirley Palma. Member, Ms. Genevieve Fernandez. Area 10, Administration. Chairman, Attorney Carlo Mangliwan. Members, Dr. William Pedro, Mr. Joey Tablada, Mr. Mark J. Galay, Ms. Mary Rose Abanis. Accreditation Coordinator, Dr. Tessie L. De La Cruz. Dean, College of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Ernest D. Padilla. Acting Dean, College of Business Management and Entrepreneurship, Attorney Carlo O. Mangliwan. Dean, Graduate School, Dr. Imelda N. Hunayan. Campus Administrator, Dr. Adelina N. Sumai. Technical Working Group, Mr. George Villanueva Jr., Ms. Darcinero Sabandal, Mr. Lester Fajardo, Mr. June Lester La Victoria.